And so we have more confidence that this rally will continue into December. It's not going to be easy because I want to make it clear, as we said last time as well, it's still a bear market. These things are tricky, but we have to try and trade these. When you get 15, 20% moves that go against you, you don't want to miss it. And sometimes we get it right, sometimes we don't. This one we did. So we think it can extend here now. We think rates will go lower. We think, Powell's commentary is right in line with what we've been saying, which is that they're going to pause probably in January. The market's getting in front of that, and this is a classic, kind of Fed pause stock market rally.
Hello, and welcome back to Cryptollennium. Today, we'll be talking about some breaking news. ANKR is currently being hacked for a few $1 million. Apple blocks NFTs, and Bitcoin has failed to hold $17,000. Does this mean we're going down? Without further ado, please like and subscribe, and let's dig in. As you guys can see, we had a fun little rally the last 1.5 days or so. Bitcoin went from about 16.5 down to 16, right back up to $17,000, the highest point that we've seen for most of this month, I think. And the notion was, if we were to stay above 17,000, if we could close above $17,000, then we could see a potential next leg up. Well, we failed to hold 17,000 for more than 24 hours, probably significantly less. And we're kind of flirting with that range right now, so time will only tell. I wouldn't jump in until there is some clear, definitive indicators, some real macro changes, but that's a personal opinion. It's not financial advice. Let's see what's going on with ANKR. They're currently underwater as the admin key has been compromised. One of their admin key compromised creators, one of their tokens on the Binance Smart Chain, $5.5 million are lost so far. So for those of you who don't know what ANKR is, it's a decentralized Web3 infrastructure provider. They have an excellent public RPC service, which this author has used themselves, and liquid staking services on several chains. They just been hacked December 1st. An apparent compromise of the deployer key. ANKR was hacked on the Binance Smart Chain, and $5.5 million USD seems to be the damage. So take a look here. It's about 10 quadrillion, let's say, it looks like trillion, million, billion, trillion. 10 trillion A, B, and B, C. So I'm assuming that's a form of wrapped BNB. I guess it's not wrapped BNB, but it's associated with the ANKR protocol. Hacker gained access to the deployer key earlier in the day. ANKR performed several maintenance operations related to its tokenomics. Everything seemed in order. It is unknown at this time whether the deployer key leaked during those operations or if this attack was planned to coincide with this time. And so this was the announcement that they made. They're introducing changes to rewards, and someone took advantage because this was 8 a.m. December 1st. This now later December 1st in the US. And it's happening. It's upon us. It's only about two hours old at this point, 2-3 hours. The affected A, B, and B, C token is an upgradable token. That means the admin can change the code at any time. This is exactly what he did, he or she. First, deploying a malicious attack contract, then changing the token to use the attack code. One transaction later, he was a proud owner of 10 quadrillion A, B, and B, C, which he promptly dumped. I don't know if it was a trillion or quadrillion, but either way, it's not the move. Over the next 30 minutes, the attacker bridged all his ill-gotten gains to Ethereum and Polygon. Some $170,000 remains on the BSC, Binance Smart Chain, both in the exploiter address and Tornado Cash. Tornado Cash is a service that you can use to make it so that the funds are anonymous in layman's terms. ANKR is aware of the incident and is working to do damage control. Hopefully we see something going on. And as you can see, crypto Twitter is all over it. They are covering this in real time. So if you want to take a look at the updates in real time, go check that out. This is the the exploiter's wallet at this point. And it is just ridiculous. Seems like we can't get a break. So Anchor made the official statement themselves. Our A, B, and B token has been exploited, and we're currently working with the exchange to immediately halt trading. And in some good news, maybe this, if it's true, all underlying assets on Anchor staking are safe at this time, and all infrastructure services are unaffected. Hopefully, the $5 million is crumbs to them, and they can just, it could just be a wash. They lose the money, but the customers, the people who prop all of this up on their backs, hopefully they don't get the short end of the stick, like with FTX. And in regards to FTX, check out our previous episode from yesterday, where we covered a statement made by Sam Bankman-Fried saying that all the funds for FTX US users are available, and that those users could all be made right today, right now. He made this statement in the New York Times Dealbook Summit, and he also made this statement today on crypto Twitter space. So he was on a Twitter space with Mario Nawfal. We've covered a lot of his work, and he said the same exact statement, that they have the US users' funds, that the funds are safe for US users. Bahamian users already got their money. Japan was unaffected. So I guess the rest of the world that was using FTX is unaccounted for. In other news, Coinbase Wallet just posted. You might have noticed that you can't send NFTs on Coinbase Wallet iOS anymore. This is because Apple blocked our last app release until we disabled the feature. So yesterday, Coinbase Wallet delisted XRP, XLM, Ethereum Classic, and BCH. And this was their decision, or at least that was their decision, it seemed like. This is not their decision. Now, Apple is stating that they need to collect 30% of the gas fees. So Apple's claim is that the gas fee required to send NFTs needs to be paid through their in-app purchase system. And for anybody who understands how NFTs and blockchains work, this is clearly not possible. Apple's proprietary in-app purchase system does not support crypto, so they couldn't even comply if they wanted to. The other thing is, this is similar to Apple asking or trying to take a cut of fees for every email that gets sent over the open internet protocols just because you have an email app on your phone like Yahoo, Gmail, anything else. It just doesn't make sense, and they clearly have some dated information where they think that this is something that can get them something. I don't think they're going about it the right way, and I hope that this is just a blip and they just erase it, because the biggest impact from this policy change is iPhone users that own NFTs. If you own an NFT in a wallet on an iPhone, Apple just made it a lot harder to transfer that NFT to other wallets or gift it to friends or family. This is not good, because this could spill over to MetaMask, Trust Wallet, and even Phantom Wallet for like Solana users, and any other Apple App Store related wallet that carries NFTs is at risk of the same type of BS that they're presenting Coinbase Wallet. Coinbase is just the most in the spotlight, so of course they get hit first. So simply put, Apple has introduced these new policies to protect their profits at the expense of the customer's investment in NFTs and developer innovation across the crypto ecosystem. This is just another way of them trying to make sure they have a fair share of the monopoly. We hope this is an oversight on Apple's behalf and an inflection point for further conversations with the ecosystem. Apple, we're here and want to help. This is not the first time in this month that Apple has come out with some weird stuff and then backtracked. Similar to earlier, actually 2-3 days ago, it was stated that they were going to be delisting Twitter from their app store. Elon made a point to go down to San Francisco himself, talk to Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, and get it all cleared up. And apparently that's not what they meant, and that Twitter is not at risk of any such thing at all whatsoever. Hopefully this is similar, but only time will tell. Other news, we saw the pump. We saw that Bitcoin miners were making a little bit more money as of yesterday. They had some green some green data. You know, some of them were down, but most of them were green. And this was a promising piece of news. And this was yesterday's video if you're interested in it, and if you're interested in the contrast. So as a whole, Bitcoin mining revenues fell 20% in November, even though they were green yesterday. And this means we're not quite out of it quite yet. Now, we did see the cycle's bottom in November for Bitcoin. And so that could be indicative of the bottom. And this could just be the worst that the miners will have to go through. But there's no way to really know because, you know, time will only tell. So keep this in mind. Keep your eyes on miner data. This is a huge way to keep track of what is actually going on behind the scenes. And Bitcoin dips under 17,000. Block and Coinbase see mixed fortunes, and Silvergate sinks. Just another headline for today. It's not FUD. It's not fact. It's just, you know, objective for the most part. But crypto prices traded down on Thursday as Bitcoin flipped either side of 17,000 just 24 hours after reaching a 2-week high. So meanwhile, crypto stocks traded in a wide range during today's session, led by declines for Silvergate. Bitcoin failed to hold the 17,000 for 24 hours, trading at about 16.9 at this point, falling 1.1%. It's really not that big of a difference or even that big of a deal because, as we all know, the market does not care at the end of the day what the indicators ultimately say. Whatever happens will happen on that day. And I think the pump that we saw was just related to Jerome Powell's statement talking about possible decrease in interest rate hikes. That doesn't mean they're stopping. They're just going to do less aggressive ones. So from 75 basis points down to 50 basis points. And maybe they'll gradually do a couple of 50 basis point rate hikes, but we have not seen the end of this quite yet. Inflation is at the levels that it was in the 70s, which is historic. We have never seen the government raise rates at the rate that they have. So we're kind of basically living in a giant experiment at this point. It's going to be great data for the future, but sit tight, put your seatbelt on. All in all, it's not a terrible day. I hope everything goes well with the ANKR situation and that they get it resolved quickly and that there is no contagion like we saw with FTX or Celsius or Luna or 3 Arrows Capital or anybody else in any previous cycle. I hope the worst is behind us. This has been Cryptollennium. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.